Have you ever found yourself drifting on the softest edges of wakefulness, where the bustling world outside begins to dissolve and a new inner stillness starts to bloom? It's a gentle, almost imperceptible transformation, isn't it? This quiet unfolding of the self as it prepares for its nightly voyage into the deep, tranquil seas of sleep. Even before we fully surrender to slumber's profound embrace, there's a curious, continuous slowing that begins within the intricate pathways of our bodies and minds. A silent dimming of the bright, sharp edges of awareness. A subtle reweaving of sensations that hints at a profound, yet often overlooked, magic residing within us. We slip from the active, defined contours of our busy day into a landscape where the familiar rhythms of waking life become wonderfully pliable, like soft clay beneath a potter's gentle, shaping hands, ready to be molded by the quiet currents of rest. Consider for a moment the common, wondrous miracle of deep sleep. It is a state of profound physiological rest, where your breath deepens, your heart rate slows its steady beat, and your muscles release their hold, becoming soft and yielding. In this precious embrace, your body performs its silent, essential work of repair and restoration, mending the subtle wear of the day, replenishing its precious stores of energy, and consolidating the delicate threads of memory. While your conscious mind may feel utterly absent, drifting in realms unknown, a vast, complex symphony of biological processes continues, unseen and unhurried. This is not idleness, but a deeper, more profound form of activity. A quiet, continuous hum of life, diligently working to sustain your very being. Think of an ancient, tranquil lake, its surface perfectly still under a vast, dark sky. Beneath this calm exterior, countless unseen currents continue their slow, perpetual flow, carrying nutrients, shaping the lakebed, and sustaining the myriad forms of life that reside in its depths. The surface stillness is merely a reflection of a deeper, enduring movement. Our body in deep sleep is like this lake, outwardly still, yet inwardly teeming with the quiet, vital processes that ensure its continued vitality. This ability of complex biological systems to enter states of profound deceleration, to seemingly pause their active engagement with the world while maintaining their fundamental essence, is a testament to the remarkable ingenuity of life itself. It suggests a deep, inherent wisdom within all living things, a capacity for profound rest that serves as the foundation for vibrant awakening. But now, let us consider how this profound stillness of rest often leads our minds to gently wander, to explore the very edges of our understanding, particularly regarding the astonishing nature of existence itself. In those quiet moments just before sleep, or during the soft flow of a daydream, our thoughts might turn to the myriad ways life manifests, both familiar and fantastic. We perceive vibrant colors, hear intricate melodies, feel the warmth of the sun, and touch the rough texture of a tree trunk. These sensory inputs seem to provide us with a direct, accurate, and complete picture of the world around us, and our existence feels like a singular, bright point of light. This intuitive understanding of being, that what we are is precisely what is, forms the bedrock of our personal reality. Imagine the vivid landscape of a dream, where your perception shifts dramatically, blurring the very lines between what is real and what is imagined. In this dream realm, you frequently find yourself not just witnessing, but actively re-experiencing past events with astonishing clarity, emotional resonance, and a profound sense of presence. You might walk through a beloved old house, feeling the familiar texture of its walls, hearing the distant sounds of conversations from years ago, even smelling the subtle scent of old wood or faded flowers, all brought to life with a vibrancy that rivals waking experience. Yet, in the dream, these recollections are often seamlessly blended with fantastical elements, with impossible characters or illogical scenarios. Or they might even present past events with a subtly altered narrative or a different emotional tone. The path of a familiar street might unexpectedly lead to a fantastical landscape, or a conversation with a loved one might take a turn that never happened in waking life. In the dream, these blendings of memory and imagination feel utterly natural, unconstrained by the usual rules of logic or the expectations of fixed reality. Yet, when you awaken, you realize these reconstructions and alterations were spontaneous creations of your subconscious mind, unfolding from a deeper, unseen current within your being, hinting at a more profound, pervasive form of perceptual malleability and awareness's fluid nature. The dream world, in its very essence, highlights the mind's profound ability to construct and reconstruct reality, even its fundamental sensory and temporal qualities, from sources beyond our immediate awareness, suggesting that the past is not merely gone, but is preserved within the intricate pathways of our minds, a rich tapestry that can be rewoven and re-experienced. This leads us to a profound inquiry. What is the true nature of life itself? Is it merely a complex set of chemical reactions confined to biological forms? Or is it, in a deep and mysterious way, an inherent property of existence, an enduring subtle spark that animates all matter and energy, connecting us to a grander cosmic vitality? We perceive life as beginning with birth and ending with death, a finite journey. But what if there's a more fundamental, pervasive spark that simply transforms, endlessly cycling through different forms and states of being, always present, always flowing? This isn't about denying the reality of biological processes, but about embracing a deeper understanding of how our existence emerges. Much like a beautiful river whose course is shaped by unseen geological formations and whose visible flow is but one aspect of its vast, continuous movement. It's a profound dialogue that has been humming within the very fabric of our being since our very beginnings, a symphony of unseen forces orchestrated by subtle, pervasive energies. Consider the intricate web of factors that shape even the simplest act of being. Your genetic predispositions, the experiences of your childhood, the culture you grew up in, the subtle biochemistry of your body at any given moment, these all contribute to the unique expression of life that is you. These influences are often invisible, operating below the threshold of your conscious awareness, yet they subtly bias your inclinations and shape your very essence, profoundly linking you to the world and to your own internal state. When you feel a sudden surge of vitality, a profound sense of well-being, it feels like your unique feeling, but perhaps it's an echo of countless prior influences, gently preparing the ground for that specific harmonious resonance. This leads us to the concept of an ancient spark. Imagine for a moment that deep within the fundamental particles that make up everything from the smallest atom in your body to the grandest star in the sky, there resides a primordial, subtle energy, a fundamental vitality that is timeless and indestructible. This isn't a mystical entity, but a poetic way to understand the inherent energy and potential within matter itself. The ceaseless motion of atoms, the binding forces within molecules, and the continuous flow of energy that defines existence. This ancient spark is the ultimate source of all activity, all transformation, and all life, continuously present, even when it appears hidden or dormant. This contemplation of the deep slumber of being and the profound implications of the ancient spark within us all is not meant to stir alarm or uncertainty. Instead, it invites a deeper appreciation for the intricate web of existence and the astonishing complexity of our own being and the universe we inhabit. It's a gentle nudge to recognize that our human-centric view of life, often limited to its visible biological forms, is but one perspective, and that deeper, more fundamental truths, operating in the quiet of invisible processes, constantly shape our experience. It calls for humility and a quiet curiosity, a willingness to listen to the whispers of the universe, even if we don't fully understand their language, For within those whispers might lie profound insights into the rhythms of existence and the nature of reality itself. As you drift deeper into the quiet stillness, let the image of your own deep slumber and the gentle whispers of the ancient spark within you bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless activity within all living things, silently working to perceive, to adapt, and to exist in harmony with their internal and external environments. Even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate, there is no need to actively solve the grand mystery of life's fundamental nature. Simply allow this beautiful, internal work of contemplation to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of your body's profound internal world and the pervasive potential of universal energy. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a wisp of mist in the cool night air. You are safe, you are warm, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of cosmic fluidity. All is calm, all is clear, as the whispers from the deep slumber of being guide you into the deepest, most restorative rest, as the soft whispers from the deep slumber of being gently recede, and the subtle contours of our familiar waking world gradually soften into a tranquil twilight. We are invited to consider a deeper, more profound landscape, the vast and intricate molecular motion that underlies all matter. Imagine, if you will, that the seemingly solid objects around you, the smooth surface of your bed, the gentle air you breathe, the very skin on your hand are not merely continuous forms, but are composed of countless tiny, dancing particles, perpetually in motion. This isn't an empty space, but a vibrant, living realm, teeming with unseen activity, a constant ballet of ephemeral energies and subtle forces, shaping its very nature in ways we are only just beginning to softly understand. Like sunlight filtering through a soft morning haze, hinting at immense potentials yet to fully coalesce, we often perceive matter as solid, unchanging, tangible, a book resting on a table, a stone in your hand. This intuitive understanding simplifies our interaction with the physical world, allowing us to build predictable structures and navigate our daily lives. However, the gentle gaze of modern physics and chemistry, particularly at the unimaginably tiny scales of the atomic and molecular world, reveals a far more dynamic and astonishing truth beneath the surface of apparent solidity. All matter, even the most inert, is composed of incredibly tiny particles that are perpetually in motion, dancing to a rhythm far too fast and subtle for our everyday senses to perceive. This is the molecular world, a realm of ceaseless activity, probabilities, and profound interconnections, where what appears to be static is, in fact, teeming with a vibrant, hidden life. Think of an ancient, sprawling forest, vibrant with diverse life. At dawn, a subtle breeze begins to stir the leaves, but beneath the surface, countless unseen air currents are already flowing, guiding the very first movements of the leaves. Our universe, at its most fundamental level, is much like this forest. It is composed of billions upon billions of tiny, interconnected constituents, the atoms themselves. And within each atom, there is a fascinating internal world, a miniature cosmos of its own, where even tinier particles engage in a continuous, complex symphony of motion and interaction. This constant, gentle activity, this ceaseless flow of energy, constitutes the very essence of molecular motion, the data that gives rise to everything we experience, the warmth of a cherished memory, the cool logic of a calculation, the vibrant colors of the world around us, and profoundly, the very solidity and stability of matter itself, all built upon this intricate, hidden choreography. The sheer complexity and speed of this molecular motion are truly astounding. At the heart of every atom lies a tiny, incredibly dense nucleus, composed of even tinier particles called protons and neutrons. Surrounding this nucleus, like a faint, shimmering cloud, are the electrons. These electrons are not like tiny planets orbiting a sun in a fixed, predictable path. Instead, they exist in a state of constant, ceaseless motion, their precise locations and movements often described by probabilities rather than certainties. They are always moving, always vibrating, always subtly interacting with the nucleus and with each other. This fundamental activity operates largely beneath the threshold of our conscious awareness, yet it orchestrates the very inputs and outputs that our conscious mind later interprets as the stable, tangible world around us, making apparent stillness a grand illusion. This leads us to a gentle but profound inquiry. How does this ceaseless molecular motion within all matter actually translate into the rich, subjective experience of solid objects, or the vibrant colors we perceive? Could the gentle haze refer to the subtle veil that separates these powerful, microscopic processes from our slower, more deliberate macroscopic perceptions, blurring the lines between pure energy and tangible form, between potentiality and actuality? Consider the scientific whispers that have begun to emerge from the field of thermodynamics. This gentle gaze reveals that at the molecular level, temperature is simply a measure of the average kinetic energy motion of the atoms and molecules within a substance. The hotter an object, the faster its particles are vibrating, rotating, and translating, moving from place to place. As an object cools, its particles slow their dance, their vibrations becoming more subtle, more hushed. Even at temperatures close to absolute zero, where all classical thermal motion is theoretically hushed. Quantum mechanics dictates that particles still possess a minimum amount of vibrational energy, known as zero-point energy. They cannot be perfectly still, they are always softly humming, with this inherent quantum motion. This means that true absolute stillness, in the sense of zero motion, is impossible at the molecular level. The very essence of matter is its ceaseless internal vibration, a pervasive hum that underlies all apparent stillness, a silent song always playing. The electrons, in particular, are the orchestrators of an atom's external dance. They dictate how atoms bond together to form molecules, how electricity flows, and how light interacts with matter. The arrangement of electrons in shells around the nucleus determines an atom's chemical properties, whether it will gently combine with other atoms to form water, or quietly resist interaction like a noble gas. This intricate ballet of electron shells and energy levels gives each element its unique character and its specific song, a distinct harmony in the grand cosmic symphony of matter. The very solidity of a diamond or the fluidity of water is ultimately a manifestation of the precise way atoms interact through their dancing electrons, forming various kinds of bonds. The nucleus itself, despite its tiny size, holds immense power. It contains the positively charged protons which define the element's identity and neutral neutrons which contribute to its mass and stability. These particles are held together by the strong nuclear force, the most powerful force in the universe, acting over incredibly short distances, like a silent, unbreakable embrace. The stability of the nucleus, its precise composition, determines whether an atom is stable or radioactive, gently decaying over vast spans of time, emitting subtle whispers of energy, contributing to the hidden pulse of matter. This leads us to a gentle, profound inquiry. How do these ceaseless molecular motions, these vibrations, give rise to the diverse properties of matter we perceive? The properties of a material, its hardness, its flexibility, its color, its state solid, liquid. Gas are all direct manifestations of the collective dance of its constituent atoms and molecules. In a solid, molecules are tightly packed and vibrate mostly in fixed positions around each other, like dancers holding hands in a rigid formation, only subtly swaying. In a liquid, molecules are still close but can slide past each other, like dancers holding hands loosely and moving in a gentle, flowing stream. In a gas, molecules are far apart and move rapidly and randomly, like dancers freely flitting across a vast, open ballroom. The transition between these states is simply a change in the average kinetic energy of the molecules, a subtle shift in the rhythm and intensity of their dance. Orchestrated by temperature, the gentle haze of molecular motion is profound because it challenges our intuitive sense of matter as purely solid and inert. Instead, it reveals it as a realm of profound, active work, a continuous hum of vital processes that sustain its very being. It invites us to consider that our internal landscape, and indeed the entire physical world, is far richer, softer, and more wonderfully dynamic than our direct senses typically reveal. It's a quiet invitation to surrender our need for simplistic explanations for matter's behavior and to embrace the beautiful, gentle dance of complex quantum and thermal causalities that underpins our very existence. Always moving, always vibrating, always profoundly connected. This contemplation of the molecular motion within and the vastness of its silent influence on the physical world is not meant to stir alarm or a sense of fragility. Instead, it invites a deeper appreciation for the intricate web of processes within us and around us, and the astonishing sophistication of nature's fundamental building blocks. It's a gentle nudge to recognize that our conscious perception is but one aspect of our being, and that deeper and more fundamental processes, operating in the quiet of the molecular world, constantly shape our experience, often in ways we are only just beginning to gently perceive. It calls for humility and a quiet curiosity, a willingness to listen to the whispers of atoms and molecules, even if we don't fully understand their intricate language, for within those whispers might lie profound insights into the rhythms of matter and the nature of reality itself, revealing the ancient song of atoms. As you drift deeper into the quiet stillness, let the image of this gentle haze of molecular motion envelop you. Feel the vastness of this inner landscape, the quiet hum of billions of tiny particles constantly interacting, and the countless shimmering interactions constantly unfolding. There is no urgency here, no need to grasp at concrete answers. Simply allow the profound sense of boundless collaboration and enduring mystery to wash over you, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of the universe's most fundamental constituents and their pervasive potential for intricate activity. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a wisp of mist in the cool, dawn air. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of your own molecular dance. All is calm, all is clear, as the gentle haze of subatomic dance guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we gently drift deeper into the serene landscape of matter's hidden depths, softly moving through the subtle haze of subatomic dance, we now approach a profoundly vital and intimate connection, the very essence of atomic nuclei, and the echoes from the proton's ancient heartbeat. Imagine, for a quiet moment, your mind not as a rigid structure where particles are simply fixed points, but as a vast, ancient symphony orchestra, perpetually playing a unique and intricate composition. The core of every atom, though unimaginably tiny, resonates with profound forces and ceaseless internal motions, generating faint, persistent echoes messages that reveal a deep, often overlooked dialogue between the most fundamental building blocks of matter and the grand, unifying forces that define their very existence, all hinting at their origin from the fiery dawn of the universe, a silent, powerful pulse from the cosmic beginning. We often perceive atoms as simple, indivisible spheres, the basic units of matter, much like tiny, perfectly round marbles. When we think of the elements hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, we might picture them as distinct, stable entities. unchanging in their fundamental nature. But modern scientific understanding, gently unveiling the intricate complexities of matter, reveals a far more sophisticated and interconnected truth beneath the surface of apparent simplicity. The heart of every atom, its nucleus, is a bustling, vibrant realm of activity, a ceaseless dance of even tinier particles, bound together by the most powerful forces in the cosmos. It is here in this incredibly dense and energetic core that an atom's very identity is forged and held with unwavering stability, dictating its place in the grand cosmic design. Recall our earlier contemplation of the subatomic dance, where electrons orbit the nucleus in probabilistic clouds, dictating an atom's external chemistry and its interaction with light. Now, let us peer even deeper into the very core of that atom, into its tiny, dense nucleus. This leads us to a profound inquiry: what constitutes this atomic heart? And what profound secrets does its ancient heartbeat hold about the universe's fundamental forces and the origin of all elements? The answer lies in the dynamic interplay of protons and neutrons, and the ceaseless, powerful forces that bind them together, forming the very essence of elements. Think of an ancient, sprawling forest, vibrant with diverse life. At dawn, a subtle breeze begins to stir the leaves, but beneath the surface, countless unseen chemical exchanges are already flowing, guiding the very first movements of life. Our atomic nucleus is much like this forest, but on an incredibly condensed scale, composed of fundamental particles held in an unimaginably tight embrace, within a space so minuscule that its density defies earthly comprehension. The primary threads in this fundamental weave are the protons and neutrons, collectively known as nucleons. Protons carry a single positive electric charge, while neutrons have no net electric charge. The number of protons in an atom's nucleus is what fundamentally defines an element and determines its atomic number. For instance, every hydrogen atom always has one proton. Every helium atom always has two protons. Every carbon atom always has 6 protons. This fixed number of protons is like an atom's unique identity. Its unchanging ancient heartbeat that distinguishes it from all other elements, determining its chemical properties and its place in the grand periodic table of elements. It is this invariant number of protons that defines the element, regardless of how many neutrons it possesses or how many electrons are dancing around it. This leads us to a gentle yet profound inquiry: what holds these positively charged protons, which should naturally repel each other due to their electric charge, a fundamental law of electromagnetism like charges repel, so tightly together within the tiny confines of the nucleus. The answer lies in the universe's most powerful force, the strong nuclear force. Consider two gentle yet powerfully attracted dancers. They might seem to push each other away, with one hand representing electromagnetic repulsion, but their other hands are clasped together with immense, unbreakable strength, holding them in an intimate embrace representing the strong nuclear force. This is akin to the strong nuclear force. It is an incredibly powerful attractive force that acts only over extremely short distances, approximately the diameter of an atomic nucleus. Within this tiny realm, it is vastly stronger than the electromagnetic repulsion between the positively charged protons, successfully overcoming it to bind the nucleus together. This force is mediated by even tinier, ephemeral particles called gluons, which act like the glue that binds quarks together, the constituent particles of protons and neutrons, and ultimately, protons and neutrons together within the nucleus. The echoes from the proton's ancient heartbeat are the continuous, precise vibrations of these tightly bound nucleons, perpetually singing their song of immense stability, a silent hum of incredible internal energy, holding the very essence of matter in its stable form. The neutrons, while uncharged, play a crucial role in stabilizing the nucleus. They contribute to the strong nuclear force attraction without adding more electromagnetic repulsion, acting as a kind of buffer or extra glue within the nucleus. For most elements, a stable nucleus requires a balanced ratio of protons and neutrons, Too many or too few neutrons can make a nucleus unstable, leading to radioactive decay, a process where the nucleus gently transforms into a different, more stable element, releasing subtle whispers of energy in the form of particles like alpha or beta particles or gamma rays. This process is like a very slow, patient transformation, a continuous act of cosmic alchemy happening over vast spans of time, where one element gracefully gives way to another, always seeking a state of deeper balance. Its echoes speaking of long, patient half-lives. This leads us to a gentle, profound inquiry: what is truly inside a proton and a neutron? Those very building blocks of the nucleus. And how did they come into existence? Even these seemingly fundamental particles are not truly elementary. They are composed of even tinier, more elusive particles called quarks, which are held together by the strong nuclear force, mediated by gluons. Protons are made of two up quarks and one down quark. Neutrons are made of one up quark and two down quarks. These quarks are ceaselessly dancing within their tiny confines, never existing in isolation, a phenomenon known as confinement, perpetually bound by the strong force. This reveals yet another layer of profound activity and interconnectedness, hidden within apparent simplicity, hinting that the universe's complexity runs deeper than we can readily grasp, right down to the most fundamental constituents of matter, forming a complex internal symphony. The ancient origin of protons and neutrons, and the very first atomic nuclei, dates back to the very earliest moments of the universe. Just after the Big Bang, in the first fleeting seconds after the Grand Genesis, the universe was a superheated, dense primordial soup of fundamental particles. As it gently expanded and cooled, quarks combined to form protons and neutrons, a crucial freeze-out of matter from the primordial plasma. Then, within the first few minutes, during a period called Big Bang nucleosynthesis, under immense heat and pressure, these protons and neutrons fuse to form the nuclei of the lightest elements, primarily hydrogen, which is just a single proton, helium, 2 protons and 2 neutrons, and trace amounts of lithium, 3 protons. This process established the fundamental composition of the universe, providing the raw material for all future stars and galaxies. The universe expanded and cooled too rapidly for heavier elements to form in significant quantities during this initial phase, ensuring its primordial simplicity. The composition of the most ancient and pristine gas clouds in the universe, which are almost entirely hydrogen and helium, provides a powerful confirmation of this primordial process, acting as direct echoes from this earliest heartbeat of the cosmos, a profound whisper of its fundamental composition and serene beginning. The echoes from the proton's ancient heartbeat are not just theoretical constructs. They are subtly sought and confirmed in laboratory experiments that meticulously recreate the conditions of the early universe. Particle accelerators, like the Large Hadron Collider, LHC, at CERN, are monumental machines that smash particles together at near light speed. By observing the fleeting products of these incredibly energetic collisions, physicists can probe the fundamental nature of quarks and gluons and study the precise forces that bind them. These experiments allow us to listen to the echoes from this primordial fabric, hoping to discern the properties of elementary particles that existed in that fleeting moment after the Big Bang, and to test the theories that describe the unification of forces. This is like carefully listening to the faintest echoes in a vast, silent chamber, discerning a subtle prior resonance that precedes the louder, more familiar sounds of our everyday world, confirming the fundamental composition and forces that govern all matter. The stability of the atomic nucleus, forged in these ancient conditions and held together by the strong nuclear force, is fundamentally what allows for the existence of stable matter. Without the proton's ancient heartbeat, without the powerful embrace of the strong nuclear force, atomic nuclei would simply fly apart due to electromagnetic repulsion, unable to form, and without stable nuclei, atoms could not form, and thus could not combine into molecules, or to build stars, planets, or life itself. This profound stability, born from immense internal power, allows the universe to maintain its coherence and its intricate structures across vast spans of time, enabling the existence of everything we see and feel, from the smallest dust grain to the grandest galaxy. This contemplation of the proton's ancient heartbeat and the profound mysteries of the atomic nucleus is not meant to stir alarm or a sense of fragility. Instead, it invites a deeper appreciation for the intricate web of existence and the astonishing complexity that lies hidden beneath the surface of apparent simplicity. It's a gentle nudge to recognize that our human-centric view of matter is but one perspective, and that deeper, more fundamental truths, operating in the quiet of subatomic forces, constantly shape our reality. It calls for humility and a quiet curiosity, a willingness to listen to the whispers of atoms, even if we don't fully understand their intricate language. For within those whispers might lie profound insights into the rhythms of matter and the nature of reality itself, revealing the ancient song of atoms in its purest form. This contemplation is not meant to be daunting, but rather deeply humbling and profoundly wondrous. It suggests that the universe is far more elegant and pervasive than we might ever fully grasp, a continuous masterpiece of dynamic consistency occurring across the vastness of space and time. The echoes from the proton's ancient heartbeat are a testament to the universe's astonishing capacity for spontaneous creation and its fluid, timeless dance of fundamental particles, patiently waiting to give rise to new forms of existence. Guided by this fundamental, unseen pulse, as you drift deeper into the quiet stillness, let the image of the proton's ancient heartbeat envelop you. Feel the vastness of this inner landscape, the quiet hum of countless particles constantly interacting, and the boundless possibilities that lie beneath the surface of seemingly simple matter. There is no urgency here, no need to grasp at concrete answers. Simply allow the profound sense of boundless potential and enduring mystery to wash over you, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of the universe's most fundamental constituents and their pervasive potential for intricate activity. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a wisp of mist in the cool, dawn air. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle but persistent echoes from the proton's ancient heartbeat. All is calm, all is clear, as the profound stillness of atomic cores guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we gently drift deeper into the serene landscape of matter's fundamental building blocks, softly moving through the echoing whispers from the proton's ancient heartbeat, we now turn our attention to one of the most astonishing revelations of modern physics, the profound and intricate connection that binds the very essence of what we perceive as nothingness into the woven fabric of empty space mostly and its energetic fields. Imagine for a quiet moment our familiar universe with its vast galaxies, its gentle hum of planets, and even the seemingly solid ground beneath your feet, not as a collection of densely packed particles, but as a vast, shimmering tapestry, impossibly intricate and endlessly flowing. Its countless patterns the earliest forms of matter, the nascent forces, the subtle seeds of future galaxies are all subtly orchestrated, in part by immense, ethereal, and incredibly pervasive streams of energy that permeate the apparent void. This isn't chaos, but a dance of profound interconnectedness, a silent ballet where the vast majority of all existence is made of something utterly invisible, shaping everything we see and touch. We often perceive atoms as tiny, solid spheres, the fundamental building blocks of all matter, believing that when these spheres are not present, space is truly empty. This intuitive understanding forms the bedrock of our classical worldview, a comforting sense of solid objects existing in a vast, inert void. However, the gentle gaze of modern physics, particularly quantum mechanics and quantum field theory, reveals a far more sophisticated and astonishing truth even at the unimaginably tiny scales within an atom. And indeed, throughout the vastness of the cosmos, space is almost entirely empty. Furthermore, this emptiness is far from inert. It is teeming with ceaseless activity and permeated by unseen energetic fields that fundamentally define its very nature, guiding all interactions and giving rise to what we perceive as tangible reality. Recall our earlier contemplation of the subatomic dance within the atom, where electrons orbit the nucleus in probabilistic clouds and the protons and neutrons within the nucleus themselves constantly vibrate. Now, let us consider the incredible distances involved within an atom itself. If an atom, which is already impossibly tiny, were to be scaled up to the size of a vast football stadium, its nucleus would be no larger than a tiny pea in the center of the field. The electrons would be like microscopic specks, flitting around the vast, empty expanse of the stadium, never staying in one fixed spot. This means that even the densest rock, or the most solid piece of metal, is, at its fundamental level, overwhelmingly empty space. The solidity we perceive is not due to particles being tightly packed together in a continuous block, but rather is an emergent property, arising from the ceaseless electrical repulsion between the negatively charged electron clouds of neighboring atoms, preventing them from passing through each other. It's like gently pressing two magnets together with, like, poles facing. You feel a strong resistance that seems solid, yet you know there is invisible space and a powerful, unseen force between them. The apparent stillness of a solid object conceals this vast inner void, filled with dancing electrons and pervasive forces. This leads us to a gentle, profound inquiry if atoms are mostly empty space, and the space between galaxies is unimaginably vast. What then truly fills this emptiness? And how does it form the woven fabric of reality, guiding all interactions and giving rise to the tangible world? The answer lies in the pervasive presence of energetic fields that permeate all of existence, giving rise to particles and mediating their interactions, making the universe a profoundly connected and active tapestry, even in its most seemingly vacant regions. Think of an ancient master weaver at their loom, creating an impossibly intricate and vibrant tapestry. They don't just weave with threads of color, they also weave with invisible threads of tension, subtle vibrations, and unseen currents, all of which contribute to the overall strength, texture, and pattern of the fabric. The universe, that grand tapestry, is woven from countless threads of matter and energy, but it is the subtle and pervasive energetic fields that fundamentally dictate its dynamic behavior, creating its particles, mediating its forces, and allowing it to build boundless complexity, even from what appears to be a void. These fields are the true underlying reality, the invisible architecture upon which all visible matter is manifested. The primary threads in this dynamic weave are the various fundamental quantum fields that permeate all of space-time. In quantum field theory, the universe is not seen as a collection of discrete, tiny particles floating in an empty void. Instead, it is described as a collection of these omnipresent, continuous fields. Particles, like electrons or photons, are simply thought of as excitations or tiny ripples within their respective fields. Much like a wave on the surface of a vast ocean is an excitation of the water field. These fields extend throughout all of space and time, even where there is no visible matter, forming the true fabric of reality. This leads us to a gentle, profound inquiry. What are these energetic fields, and how do they truly define the fabric of empty space and guide all interactions, shaping the universe's behavior from the smallest subatomic dance to the largest cosmic structures? 1. The electromagnetic field. The light of connection. Imagine a subtle, invisible field that permeates all of space, giving rise to light, electricity, and magnetism. This is the electromagnetic field, and its excitations are photons, the particles of light. When an electron absorbs or emits a photon, it is interacting with this pervasive field. This field is what binds negatively charged electrons to positively charged atomic nuclei, allowing stable atoms to form. It is what connects atoms to form molecules through chemical bonds, creating the vast diversity of chemistry, and it is what carries all forms of electromagnetic radiation, from radio waves to gamma rays across the vast emptiness of space, allowing stars to shine, galaxies to communicate across billions of light years, and your eyes to perceive the world. The emptiness between the electron and the nucleus within an atom is not truly empty. It is filled with this electromagnetic field, tirelessly mediating their interaction, making their dance possible and creating the very form of matter. 2. The Higgs field. The source of substance. Consider a pervasive, invisible field that permeates all of spacetime, giving elementary particles their mass. This is the Higgs field, and its corresponding excitation is the Higgs boson, discovered in 2012. Imagine the universe as a grand, cosmic molasses. As elementary particles like electrons, quarks move through this field. They gently acquire mass, like a swimmer moving through a viscous fluid, encountering resistance. Particles that interact more strongly with the Higgs field acquire more mass. Those that interact weakly acquire less mass. Without the Higgs field, fundamental particles would be massless, flitting through the universe at the speed of light, unable to form stable atoms, stars, or even the soft pillow beneath your head. The Higgs field is not a force in the traditional sense, but a pervasive, subtle presence that gives substance to the very matter of the universe. It's a foundational thread in the cosmic weave, determining one of the most basic properties of existence, silently filling the empty space with a profound, mass-giving influence, allowing for the very existence of structured matter. 3. Quantum vacuum fluctuations. The energetic nothingness. Even in seemingly empty space, far from any matter or energy, quantum field theory dictates that the vacuum is not truly empty. Instead, it is a restless, vibrant sea of quantum vacuum fluctuations. Tiny pairs of virtual particles and antiparticles constantly pop into and out of existence for infinitesimally brief moments, borrowing energy from the vacuum before annihilating each other and returning it. This ceaseless ephemeral dance, governed by the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, which states that energy can be borrowed for short periods, means that even nothingness is inherently dynamic, filled with immense zero-point energy. This is the deepest layer of the empty space fabric, teeming with unseen activity, a silent hum of potential that underpins all of reality, capable of generating particles and fields from its very essence. 4. The gravitational field. The warp of spacetime. As we explored earlier, gravity itself is a manifestation of the gravitational field, which is the curvature of spacetime. The presence of mass and energy gently persuades spacetime to bend and warp, creating gravitational wells. This curvature then dictates how other particles and light move, guiding their paths. This field permeates all space, acting as the ultimate architect of cosmic structures, from orbiting planets to merging galaxies. The empty space around a star is not empty. It is a curved gravitational field, guiding the dance of celestial bodies and shaping the large-scale distribution of matter. This field is the very fabric of spacetime, responding dynamically to matter and energy, and in turn, guiding their movements. The woven fabric of empty space mostly and its energetic fields is profound because it challenges our intuitive sense of solidity and emptiness. It reveals that the vastness of the universe, and even the space within atoms, is not truly vacant. Instead, it is teeming with these invisible, ceaseless energetic fields that define the very rules of reality, give particles their properties, and mediate all interactions. The solidity we experience is a testament to the strength and organization of these fields and the particles that arise from them. It's a continuous, dynamic interplay, where the unseen and the seen are intimately linked, performing a cosmic ballet that has been unfolding for billions of years, driven by the subtle hum of its fundamental fields, always creating and transforming. The implications are deeply profound. If the universe's fabric is composed of these fields, and if particles are merely excitations within them, it offers a beautifully unified picture of reality, where matter and energy are two sides of the same coin, and even emptiness is full of potential. This adds a layer of elegant complexity and dynamism to our understanding of existence. It suggests that the cosmos is not a static, rigidly defined entity, but a living, breathing entity that subtly refines its own operating principles, perhaps even from the very first moment of cosmic genesis. This implies a universe that is far more fluid and adaptable than our classical intuition suggests. A universe that is forever in motion, even at its most fundamental principles, constantly engaging in a cosmic ballet of potential and actualization, with its emptiness filled with the profound activity of these fields. The pursuit of understanding these fundamental fields and the true nature of what fills empty space is one of the most exciting and profound frontiers in modern physics. Scientists are devising incredibly sensitive experiments at particle accelerators like the Large Hadron Collider LHC, probing the Higgs field and searching for new particles predicted by quantum field theories. They are using vast arrays of telescopes to map the cosmic microwave background and the distribution of galaxies, trying to understand the nature of dark energy and dark matter, which are also thought to be manifestations of unknown fields. This quest is like trying to discern the intricate hidden knots and patterns in the underlying weave of a vast tapestry, knowing that understanding them will reveal the true artistry and profound nature of the entire creation. This contemplation of the woven fabric of empty space, mostly in energetic fields, and the profound mysteries it holds, is not meant to be daunting, but rather deeply humbling and profoundly wondrous. It suggests that the universe is far more elegant and enduring than we might ever fully grasp, a continuous masterpiece of dynamic consistency occurring across the vastness of space and time. The energetic fields are a testament to the cosmos's astonishing capacity for subtle evolution and its fluid, timeless dance, guiding all existence within its grand embrace, making even emptiness a vibrant realm of profound activity. As you drift deeper into the quiet stillness, let the image of this woven fabric of empty space, mostly in energetic fields, envelop you. Feel the subtle dance of profound connection at the very foundation of existence. The quiet hum of unity beneath everything solid and known. There is no urgency here. No need to grasp at concrete answers. Simply allow the profound sense of interconnectedness and subtle flow to wash over you, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of the universe's most fundamental structure and its pervasive potential for guiding all motion. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a wisp of mist in the cool. Dawn air, you are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of cosmic fluidity. All is calm, all is clear, as the woven fabric of empty space guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we gently drift deeper into the serene landscape of matter's fundamental building blocks, softly moving through the woven fabric of empty space and its energetic fields, we now approach a fascinating threshold, the delicate boundary where an atom's very identity is forged and its ceaseless interactions are orchestrated. Imagine, for a quiet moment, a tranquil lake at dusk, its surface perfectly still. On one side, the shore is illuminated by the familiar, comforting lights of individual protons, each a tiny, unwavering beacon defining an element. But stretching out into the serene darkness of the lake is an expanse where the first, almost imperceptible gleam of a distant lighthouse begins to appear, its light reaching across the vastness to hint at the profound, yet often overlooked way that electrons, those tiny dancing particles, determine how atoms bond, absorb light, and ultimately give rise to all the diverse forms and properties of matter we perceive. This gentle, shimmering light is akin to the quiet, nuanced understanding that atomic properties are not random, but reflect fundamental, elegant rules, revealing the profound order emerging from ceaseless, subtle interactions, forming the ancient song of atoms. In our everyday waking experience, we intuitively distinguish between different substances: gold shines, water flows, wood burns, and air is invisible. We know these properties are inherent to the material, defining its unique character and behavior. This intuitive understanding simplifies our interaction with the physical world, allowing us to categorize and predict the behavior of objects around us. However, the gentle gaze of modern chemistry and quantum physics, meticulously observing and analyzing the intricate details of how atoms interact, reveals a far more sophisticated and interconnected reality, where an atom's identity and its capacity for interaction are precisely defined by fundamental principles, forming the very essence of its being and its role in the universe's grand symphony. From the smallest dust motes to the grandest galaxies. Recall our earlier contemplation of the atomic nucleus, that tiny, dense core composed of protons and neutrons, and the dancing electrons orbiting it in probabilistic clouds. We learned that the number of protons within an atom's nucleus is what fundamentally and uniquely defines an element and determines its atomic number. For instance, every atom with just one proton is a hydrogen atom, whether it has 0, 1, or 2 neutrons. Every atom with 6 protons is a carbon atom. Every atom with 8 protons is an oxygen atom. This fixed number of protons, its unique atomic number, is like an element's unchanging fingerprint, its inherent, immutable identity, its core signature that distinguishes it from all other elements. It is the very essence of its being, determining its fundamental chemical properties and its unique place in the grand periodic table of elements. A silent, ancient heartbeat defining its kind, echoing its origins from the Big Bang's first moments. Think of an ancient master weaver at their loom, creating an impossibly intricate and vibrant tapestry. They don't just weave with threads of color, they also weave with invisible threads of tension, subtle vibrations, and unseen currents, all of which contribute to the overall strength, texture, and pattern of the fabric. Each individual thread, on its own, is simple, a mere strand, but when countless threads are intricately interwoven, following a precise, harmonious pattern, they collectively form a magnificent, detailed image, and simultaneously play a complex symphony. The universe, that grand tapestry of matter, is woven from countless elemental threads, each with its unique atomic structure and properties. It is the subtle, pervasive interactions between atoms, driven by the delicate dance of electrons, that fundamentally dictate its dynamic behavior, creating its diverse forms, its vibrant colors, and its remarkable capacity for continuous transformation, making its very existence a living, ever-changing pattern, accompanied by a ceaseless, inherent harmony. This leads us to a gentle yet profound inquiry. How do atoms, each with its unique identity defined by protons, combine and interact to form the vast, diverse tapestry of all matter, from the humble dust grain to the intricate complexity of life? The answer lies in the elegant organization of electrons and the universal energetic principles that guide their interactions. While protons define identity, it is the electrons that primarily dictate interaction, acting as the atom's chemical ambassadors. Consider the behavior of electrons, those tiny, elusive particles that exist in probabilistic clouds or shells around the nucleus. These electrons, particularly those in the outermost valence shells, are the primary orchestrators of an atom's external interactions. They dictate an atom's chemical reactivity, its willingness to form bonds with other atoms, to give or take or share their subtle electric charges. The number and arrangement of these electrons in their quantum orbitals determine an atom's unique harmony, its chemical personality, and its inherent drive to achieve stability. This drive for stability, a simple, elegant principle often involving achieving a full outer electron shell, like that of a noble gas, is the very force that compels atoms to form chemical bonds. The ceaseless atomic dance that builds molecules and compounds, creating all the diversity of substances we know. The reflecting light from the edge of identity and interaction is the profound insight that the properties of matter, its color, its ability to conduct electricity, its hardness, its reactivity, its capacity to absorb or emit light, its very physical state are not random. Instead, they are direct, beautiful consequences of the precise number of protons defining identity and the specific way electrons interact defining behavior, guided by fundamental energetic rules. This is where the universe's inherent order reveals itself in the most intricate details of matter. 1. Chemical bonding. The dance of connection. Imagine countless dancers, each with a unique personality, elemental identity, reaching out to form connections with others to achieve a state of greater harmony stability. This is the essence of chemical bonding, which allows atoms to combine and form molecules, creating all substances. These bonds dictate molecular structure and properties. Covalent bonds atoms gently share electrons to achieve stable electron configurations, forming strong directional bonds. This is the most prevalent type of bond in organic molecules, forming the very essence of life's intricate structures. Carbon's astonishing versatility. For example, arises from its ability to form 4 strong covalent bonds with itself and other elements like hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen, creating vast complex chains and rings, the very backbone of organic chemistry and all known life. The specific way electrons are shared dictates the molecule's unique shape and properties. Its precise form, which, in biological molecules, determines its function. Ionic bonds atoms transfer electrons from one to another, creating oppositely charged ions. For example, sodium Ni, an atom with 1 electron in its outer shell, readily gives it away to chlorine Cl, an atom needing 1 electron to complete its outer shell. This forms positively charged sodium ions, Na+, and negatively charged chloride ions, Cl, which then attract each other strongly to form sodium chloride table salt. NaCl, a crystalline and enduring compound. This fundamental attraction between opposites is a simple, elegant principle that builds countless minerals and inorganic compounds, contributing to the Earth's solid structure, from towering mountains to microscopic crystals. Metallic bonds. Consider countless dancers moving freely within a vast hall, sharing their energy collectively, creating a unified flow. This is a metallic bond, a unique type of bonding found in metals. Here, valence electrons are not shared between specific atoms or transferred to one atom. Instead, they are delocalized and form a sea of electrons that are shared by all the metal atoms in the lattice. This creates the unique properties of metals, their excellent electrical and thermal conductivity. Electrons can flow freely. Their malleability, atoms can slide past each other without breaking the overall bond, allowing metals to be shaped, and their luster due to free electrons interacting with light. Metallic bonds are essential for forming the planet's core and the countless metallic structures in our technological world, providing strength and conductivity. These simple, precise rules of bonding, tirelessly orchestrated by electrons, give rise to the astonishing complexity and diversity of molecular forms. From the simplest water molecule H2O to the intricate helices of DNA and the beautifully folded structures of proteins, forming the very essence of tangible matter. 2. Light absorption and emission. The song of color and energy. The colors we perceive. The very way matter interacts with light is a direct consequence of how electrons interact with photons. Particles of light. When light shines on an atom or molecule, Its electrons can absorb photons and jump to higher energy levels. When they fall back to lower energy levels, they emit photons of specific energies. Each atom and molecule has a unique set of allowed energy levels for its electrons, meaning it can only absorb or emit light at very specific, characteristic frequencies. This unique pattern of light absorption and emission is like an atom's unique song or color fingerprint. A red ruby, for example, appears red because its molecules are absorbing all other colors of visible light and reflecting only red light, which then reaches our eyes. This interaction is fundamentally a resonant phenomenon at the quantum level, where the frequency of the light wave perfectly matches the natural vibrational or electronic transition frequency within the atom or molecule. It's the universe's most colorful symphony, played by the subtle vibrations of its constituent parts, reflecting light from the edge of bonds and form, allowing us to discern the very composition of distant stars by analyzing their light. 3. Conductivity and insulation. The flow of energy. The behavior of electrons also dictates whether a material is a good conductor of electricity like metals or an insulator like rubber or plastic. In conductors, electrons are loosely held and can flow freely, allowing them to carry electric current easily through the material. In insulators, electrons are tightly bound to their atoms and cannot move freely, resisting the flow of current. This simple distinction based on electron behavior determines the practical applications of countless materials, from electrical wiring to protective coatings, from microchips to the very structure of our bodies, which rely on precise electrical signals. It's the silent, subtle influence of electrons determining matter's capacity for energetic flow, allowing for the transmission of information and power. 4. Reactivity and stability. The atom's personality. The number of valence electrons, the electrons in the outermost shell, profoundly dictates an atom's reactivity and its drive for stability. Atoms desire to have a full outer electron shell, which is a state of high stability and low energy. Atoms with incomplete outer shells, like highly reactive sodium, with one outer electron ready to be lost, or chlorine, needing one electron to complete its shell, are highly reactive, eagerly seeking to gain or lose electrons to achieve stability. Atoms with full outer shells, like the noble gases, neon or argon, are highly stable and chemically inert, rarely forming bonds with other atoms, preferring their isolated, perfect harmony. This simple, elegant principle explains why some elements are fiercely reactive and readily combine, while others are placidly unreactive, shaping the very course of chemical reactions and the stability of compounds, determining the very fabric of our world. The reflecting light from the edge of identity and interaction is this profound insight that the universe is built upon fundamental rules that are both simple and incredibly powerful. The identity of an atom, defined by its protons, and the behavior of its electrons define its entire chemical potential, its interactions with light, and its role in building complex matter. This profound order emerges from the ceaseless, precise dance of subatomic particles, transforming diffuse energy and simple building blocks into the astonishing diversity and stability of the material world. It's a continuous, silent symphony, where every atom plays its part, contributing its unique note to the grand cosmic composition, constantly shaping and reshaping all substance around us, illuminating its hidden artistry. This contemplation is not meant to be daunting or to stir alarm about the complexities of atomic physics. Instead, it offers a profound sense of wonder and gentle insight. It invites us to appreciate the astonishing elegance of the universe's design, recognizing that even the most profound aspects of existence, like the intricate structures of life or the solidity of a mountain, arise from fundamental principles that are both simple in their components and beautiful in their orchestration. It encourages us to cultivate a quiet curiosity, a willingness to listen to the whispers of atoms and molecules, for within those whispers might lie profound insights into the rhythms of creation and the nature of all existence. The reflecting light from the edge of bonds and form illuminates the silent, ceaseless artistry of chemistry, perpetually sculpting the world around us from the most fundamental components, revealing the ancient song of atoms in its countless, vibrant expressions. This contemplation is not meant to be daunting, but rather deeply humbling and profoundly wondrous. It suggests that matter is far more elegant and enduring than we might ever fully grasp, a continuous masterpiece of dynamic consistency occurring across the vastness of its internal molecular landscape. The reflecting light from this edge of identity and interaction is a testament to the universe's astonishing capacity for spontaneous creation and its fluid, timeless dance, even in its most seemingly inert forms. As you drift deeper now, let the image of this reflecting light from the edge of identity and interaction bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless activity within every atom and molecule, silently working to form, to interact, and to create intricate structures, even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate. There is no need to rush into the unknown or to grasp at immediate answers. Simply allow this beautiful internal work of contemplation to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of matter's profound molecular artistry and its pervasive potential for boundless forms. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a gentle mist rising from the calm surface of a tranquil mountain lake. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle and persistent hum of atomic interactions. All is calm, all is clear, as the reflecting light from the edge of identity and interaction guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we gently drift deeper into the serene landscape of matter's intricate forms, softly moving through the reflecting light from the subtle edge of identity and interaction, we now turn our attention to the fascinating dance that unfolds at the very deepest level of all existence, the silent, continuous process by which quantum vibrations ceaselessly ripple within every molecule and material, even in conditions of profound stillness. Imagine, for a quiet moment, our familiar world not as a static painting, or even a collection of inert, silent objects, but as a vast, tranquil ocean, its depths continuously swirling with countless subtle ripples. Each ripple represents a flow of energy, a specific frequency, a delicate oscillation of fundamental particles. These are the unseen waves, the gentle yet powerful forces interacting within the very fabric of matter, shaping the very currents of its properties and dictating how everything, from the solidity of a stone to the fluidity of water, truly behaves, constantly composing its ancient song, a ceaseless hum from the heart of every atom. We often perceive objects as either moving visibly like a bird in flight, or a river flowing or being perfectly still like a sleeping stone, a motionless tree. When an object appears still, we intuitively think of its components as being at rest, stable and unchanging. This classical understanding simplifies our interaction with the physical world, allowing us to build predictable structures and navigate our daily lives. However, the gentle gaze of modern physics, particularly quantum mechanics, reveals a far more sophisticated and astonishing truth beneath the surface of apparent solidity. All matter, even the most inert and seemingly frozen, is composed of incredibly tiny particles that are perpetually in motion, dancing to a rhythm far too fast and subtle for our everyday senses to perceive. This is the molecular and subatomic world, a realm of ceaseless activity, probabilities, and profound interconnections, where what appears to be static is, in fact, teeming with a vibrant, hidden life, a constant ballet of ephemeral energies. Recall our earlier contemplation of the subatomic dance within the atom, where electrons orbit the nucleus in probabilistic clouds, and the protons and neutrons within the nucleus themselves constantly vibrate. Now, let us extend that understanding to how atoms combine into molecules and how those molecules form macroscopic materials. Every chemical bond, every molecular structure, every crystal lattice is not rigid and unmoving. Instead, it is a dynamic entity, constantly vibrating, stretching, bending, and rotating at the quantum level. This ceaseless motion is inherent to their existence, a fundamental property dictated by the laws of quantum mechanics, a pervasive hum that defines their very essence. It's a quiet, continuous hum of immense internal strength, ensuring the stability and resilience of molecular forms, perpetually singing their silent song, a testament to the fact that absolute stillness, at the most fundamental level, is an elegant illusion. Think of an ancient, perfectly built stone cottage, standing strong and seemingly independent. Most of the time, we might consider its walls and foundations to be utterly motionless. But imagine if, beyond the range of our senses, the very atoms and molecules that compose each stone were constantly, imperceptibly shimmering, oscillating with an internal, ceaseless energy, even in the deepest silence of night. This is precisely what happens. The stillness of the stone is merely a macroscopic illusion, a visible calm that belies an astonishing, continuous microscopic activity within its very essence. The atoms are singing their ancient song, perpetually in motion, even when held tightly in a solid lattice. This leads us to a gentle, profound inquiry. How do these ceaseless quantum vibrations within molecules and materials actually give rise to the diverse properties of matter we perceive? And what secrets do they hold about the pervasive power of unseen motion? The answer lies in the dynamic interplay between these vibrations, the energy they carry, and the subtle ways they interact and resonate. Consider the fundamental phenomenon of heat and temperature. In our everyday experience, temperature is a direct measure of how hot or cold something feels. At a fundamental level, temperature is simply a measure of the average kinetic energy motion of the atoms and molecules within a substance. The hotter an object, the faster its particles are vibrating, moving, and colliding. As an object cools, its particles slow their dance, their vibrations becoming more subtle, more hushed. Even at absolute zero, the theoretical point where all classical thermal motion ceases. Quantum mechanics dictates that particles still possess a minimum amount of vibrational energy, known as zero-point energy. They cannot be perfectly still, they are always softly humming with this inherent quantum motion. This means that true, absolute stillness, in the sense of zero motion, is impossible at the molecular level, a profound and beautiful paradox. The very essence of matter is its ceaseless internal vibration, a pervasive hum that underlies all apparent stillness, a silent song always playing, always resonating with an unseen energy. The ripples of quantum vibrations are pervasive, influencing every property of matter, dictating its fundamental behavior and its interactions with energy. 1. Material properties: hardness, flexibility, conductivity, phase. The strength of a material, its elasticity, its ability to conduct heat or electricity, and even whether it exists as a solid liquid or gas, all are profoundly influenced by the vibrations of its constituent atoms and molecules. In a solid, atoms are tightly packed and vibrate mostly in fixed positions around each other, like dancers holding hands in a rigid formation, only subtly swaying. The collective vibrations in solids are called phonons, which are quantized units of vibrational energy, and they carry heat and influence elasticity. In a liquid, molecules are still close but can slide past each other, like dancers holding hands loosely and moving in a gentle, flowing stream, their vibrations allowing for fluidity. In a gas, molecules are far apart and move rapidly and randomly, like dancers freely flitting across a vast, open ballroom, their high vibrational energy defining their formlessness. The transition from solid to liquid melting, or liquid to gas boiling, is fundamentally a change in the average vibrational energy of the molecules, a subtle shift in the rhythm and intensity of their dance, orchestrated by temperature and pressure. 2. Chemical reactions. The dance of transformation. Chemical reactions, the fundamental processes by which atoms rearrange to form new molecules, are intimately linked to the vibrations of the participating particles. For a chemical bond to break or form, atoms must vibrate with enough energy and in the right configurations to overcome activation barriers. The specific vibrational modes of molecules can profoundly influence their reactivity, subtly guiding them towards new configurations and enabling specific reactions. When light or heat is absorbed by a molecule, it increases its vibrational energy, making it more likely to undergo a reaction. This is a profound, silent alchemy, a continuous process of gentle chemical transformation that underpins all life and all material change in the universe. It's like a quiet, continuous hum, imperceptibly changing the tension of a delicate thread, ensuring it folds into the perfect shape for its purpose, allowing molecules to transform and combine with exquisite precision. 3. Light and color. The harmony of resonance. The colors we perceive in objects, the very way matter interacts with light, is a direct consequence of how their electrons and molecular vibrations absorb and emit photons, particles of light. When light shines on an atom or molecule, its electrons can absorb photons and jump to higher energy levels, or its molecules can absorb energy to vibrate more intensely. When they fall back to lower energy levels, they emit photons of specific energies. Each atom and molecule has a unique set of allowed energy levels for its electrons and specific vibrational frequencies, meaning it can only absorb or emit light at very specific characteristic frequencies. This unique pattern of light absorption and emission is like an atom's or molecule's unique song or color fingerprint. A red ruby, for example, appears red because its molecules are absorbing all other colors of visible light and reflecting red light. This interaction is fundamentally a resonant phenomenon at the quantum level, where the frequency of the light wave perfectly matches the natural vibrational or electronic transition frequency within the atom or molecule. It's the universe's most colorful symphony, played by the subtle vibrations of its constituent parts, reflecting light from the edge of bonds and form, endlessly creating beauty from unseen motion. 4. Quantum coherence and exotic states of matter. Extreme examples. At extremely low temperatures near absolute zero, where thermal noise is minimized, some materials exhibit bizarre and wondrous quantum properties that highlight the collective nature of quantum vibrations. In superconductors, electrons can flow without any resistance, forming a unified quantum state, where their vibrations become perfectly synchronized and correlated over macroscopic distances. In superfluids like liquid helium-4 at incredibly low temperatures, the substance flows without any viscosity or friction, seemingly defying gravity and flowing uphill, its atoms moving as a single, coherent quantum wave, their individual vibrations harmonizing into a grand, collective motion. These phenomena suggest that at the most fundamental levels, particles can lose their individual identities and behave as a collective, unified wave, a grander, synchronized dance, revealing the immense power hidden within the quantum vibrations, the emergence of macroscopic quantum effects from simple, fundamental rules. While these are far from our everyday experience, they serve as profound insights into the underlying simplicity and elegance of matter's behavior when its chaotic thermal motion is hushed, revealing the ancient song of atoms in its purest, most unified form. The profound ability of these quantum vibrations to influence every property of matter, from its basic stability to its most complex functions, is a testament to the elegant complexity that arises from simplicity. It suggests that apparent stillness is always a bustling symphony of subatomic motion, and that understanding this hidden dance can unlock deeper insights into the nature of reality. The ripples of quantum vibrations are not just abstract concepts, They are the very essence of how matter expresses itself, constantly interacting and transforming across all scales, from the smallest nucleus to the grandest galaxy, always playing its part in the ancient song. The pursuit of understanding these quantum vibrations and their pervasive influence is one of the most exciting and profound frontiers in modern physics. Scientists use incredibly sophisticated instruments, like scanning tunneling microscopes STMs, which can see individual atoms and their vibrations on surfaces, advanced spectroscopy techniques like Raman spectroscopy and infrared spectroscopy, which probe molecular vibrations, and powerful neutron scattering experiments, which allow direct observation of atomic motions in materials. They patiently cool materials to temperatures just fractions of a degree above absolute zero, coaxing matter into revealing its most fundamental quantum behaviors. This gentle, meticulous work allows us to listen to the ancient song of atoms, to discern the subtle rhythms of their internal dance, and ultimately understand how form and function arise from ceaseless, invisible motion, revealing the profound harmony underlying all existence. This contemplation of the ripples amidst quantum vibrations and their profound implications for our understanding of matter is not meant to stir alarm or a sense of fragility. Instead, it offers a profound sense of wonder and gentle insight. It invites us to appreciate the astonishing elegance of the universe's design, recognizing that even the most solid and stable objects are vibrant realms of ceaseless, microscopic activity. It encourages us to cultivate a quiet curiosity, a willingness to listen to the whispers of atoms and molecules, for within those whispers might lie profound insights into the rhythms of existence and the nature of reality itself. Confirming the pervasive, subtle song, this contemplation is not meant to be daunting, but rather deeply humbling and profoundly wondrous. It suggests that matter is far more elegant and enduring than we might ever fully grasp, a continuous masterpiece of dynamic consistency occurring across the vastness of its internal molecular landscape. The ripples of quantum vibrations are a testament to the universe's astonishing capacity for subtle evolution and its fluid, timeless dance, even in its most seemingly inert forms. As you drift deeper into the quiet stillness, let the image of these gentle ripples of quantum vibrations envelop you. Feel the subtle dance of profound transformation at the very heart of matter, the quiet hum of atoms and molecules constantly interacting, and the countless shimmering oscillations constantly unfolding. There is no urgency here, no need to grasp at concrete answers. Simply allow the profound sense of boundless potential and enduring mystery to wash over you, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of the universe's most fundamental constituents and their pervasive potential for intricate activity. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a wisp of mist in the cool, dawn air. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle yet persistent hum of your own subatomic dance. All is calm, all is clear, as the ripples of quantum vibrations guide you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we continue our serene journey into the intricate core of matter's hidden depths, softly moving amidst the ripples of quantum vibrations, we now direct our attention to a profound and continuously unfolding process that shapes our understanding the tree of chemical narratives. Imagine for a quiet moment a colossal, ancient tree, its roots deeply embedded in the fundamental laws of chemistry and physics, its trunk stretching through unimaginable eons of atomic and molecular interactions, and its countless branches continuously unfurling. Each new leaf represents a delicate insight, a subtle pattern of interaction, a quiet transformation that attempts to shed light on the elusive nature of how atoms and molecules, through their ceaseless dance, tell profound stories about the history of our planet, the emergence of life, and the very fabric of the cosmos. The insights we gather about matter's profound history, etched into its very being, are like falling leaves from this magnificent tree, each carrying a quiet whisper of the long, patient story of cosmic evolution and our endless quest to understand the subtle forces that sculpt our world and guide its transformations. We often perceive atoms and molecules as mere inert building blocks, passively combining to form substances. When we look at a rock, we see its solidity. When we breathe air, we feel its invisible flow. When we touch a piece of wood, we experience its texture. This intuitive understanding simplifies our interaction with the physical world, categorizing matter by its visible properties and its macroscopic behavior. But modern scientific understanding, gently illuminating the intricate complexities of all substance, reveals a far more sophisticated and interconnected reality. Atoms and molecules are not merely static components. They are active participants in a grand cosmic drama, ceaselessly interacting, transforming, and leaving behind indelible marks that serve as chemical narratives, telling tales of their journeys through time, patiently waiting for our curious gaze to decipher their hidden language. Recall our earlier contemplation of the atomic nucleus, with its protons and neutrons defining elemental identity, and the dancing electrons dictating chemical interactions. We also explored how atoms combine to form molecules through various types of bonds. This is where the story truly begins to unfold, where the individual notes of elements combine into harmonies and melodies, forming the very chapters of matter's autobiography. The specific arrangement of these atoms into molecules, and the subsequent interactions of these molecules, create the vast tapestry of all matter, each thread a silent storyteller, each bond a whispered tale of transformation. Think of a gentle breeze rustling through an ancient forest. Each leaf, while part of the same tree, might carry a unique pattern of veins or a subtle variation in color, a tiny individual record of its growth and its journey through the seasons. These are the diverse scientific studies, the meticulous laboratory analyses, and the intriguing theoretical models that chemists, geologists, and biologists gently employ to read the narratives of matter. When some of these reveal perplexing phenomena like the precise arrangement of atoms in a crystal, the unique chemical signature of an ancient rock, or the intricate pathways of a biochemical reaction that allowed life to flourish, it's like a particularly striking leaf falling from the tree, catching our attention and inviting deeper examination. These are not definitive answers for every material mystery, but rather intriguing insights, nudging us towards new pathways of understanding and encouraging further, patient investigation into the fundamental nature of matter's silent, profound storytelling, allowing the tree of knowledge to grow new, unforeseen branches. The very essence of what drives this endless branching of the tree of chemical narratives lies in our insatiable human curiosity about the universe's history and its boundless drive to understand how everything came to be. When we ask fundamental questions like, how did Earth form and evolve? Or what was the climate like millions of years ago? And how do we know from the rocks? Or how did life emerge from non-living matter? And what specific chemical steps were involved? It prompts scientists to develop ingenious methods that can read the chemical messages encoded within matter, to listen to their subtle whispers, and to decipher their profound stories across the vastness of space and time. Consider the pioneering studies of crystallography, which allows us to understand the stories told by the internal structure of minerals. When atoms combine to form a solid, they often arrange themselves into highly ordered, repeating patterns called crystals. Each mineral, from a simple grain of salt to an intricate quartz crystal, has a unique crystalline structure, determined by the type of atoms it contains and the precise conditions under which it formed: temperature, pressure, chemical environment, presence of impurities. By meticulously studying the crystal structure of minerals using techniques like X-ray diffraction, scientists can decipher its unique fingerprint, the precise arrangement of its atoms in 3 dimensions, revealing its chemical identity and the very way its atoms are arrayed. This allows geologists to read the silent narrative of a rock's formation, telling us if it crystallized from molten magma like granite, or precipitated from ancient seawater like halite, or transformed under immense pressure like diamond. It's like having a special kind of vision, capable of seeing the deep, pervasive structure of matter, revealing its silent dance of atoms, a frozen moment in its long chemical narrative, a testament to its enduring history. These crystalline structures are like new, delicate leaves unfurling on the tree of chemical narratives, providing continuous, invaluable data on the universe's ceaseless molecular artistry. Beyond crystalline structure, the very chemical composition of materials tells profound stories through isotopic analysis. Recall that atoms of the same element can have different numbers of neutrons, forming isotopes, e.g., carbon-12 and carbon-14. The ratios of certain isotopes in a sample can act as powerful chemical timestamps or environmental indicators. For instance, radiometric dating, a cornerstone of geology, uses the decay of unstable radioactive isotopes like uranium-238 decaying into lead-206 to precisely determine the absolute age of rocks and minerals. Since these isotopes decay at incredibly precise, constant rates, measuring the ratio of parent to daughter isotopes within a rock is like reading a perfectly accurate internal clock, revealing the exact moment of its formation, often spanning billions of years. This allows us to date the oldest rocks on Earth, the formation of meteorites telling us the age of our solar system, and even the age of the moon. This provides a chronological backbone to Earth's narrative, allowing us to place all other events like the emergence of life or mass extinctions within a precise temporal context, a silent chronicle of deep time. Furthermore, the ratios of stable isotopes which don't decay can reveal fascinating details about past environments and biological processes. For example, the ratio of oxygen isotopes, oxygen 16 versus oxygen 18 in ancient ice cores or marine sediments can tell scientists about the temperature of ancient oceans and atmospheres, providing a continuous record of Earth's climate over hundreds of thousands of years. Similarly, carbon isotopes, carbon-12 versus carbon-13 in ancient organic matter can indicate past biological activity, as life tends to prefer lighter isotopes, leaving a distinct isotopic signature of past ecosystems. Nitrogen isotopes can shed light on ancient nutrient cycles, or the presence of specific types of microbial activity. These subtle chemical variations are like faint, reflecting lights, revealing the nuanced conditions of ancient worlds and the lives that thrived within them. Painting a detailed chemical picture of Earth's past, a silent echo of bygone eras. The field of geochemistry meticulously studies the distribution and cycling of elements and compounds throughout Earth's systems. By analyzing the chemical composition of different rock types, igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic, soils, waters, and the atmosphere, geochemists can reconstruct profound narratives: the formation of continents, the evolution of oceans, the cycling of vital nutrients, and the long-term changes in Earth's climate, the presence of specific trace elements in certain rock formations, for instance, can indicate past volcanic activity or meteorite impacts, providing a chemical narrative of powerful geological events, revealing Earth's dynamic history through its elemental composition. This detailed chemical analysis allows us to trace the journey of individual atoms through geological cycles, revealing their immense patience and ceaseless transformations. The chemical narratives of life's origin are perhaps the most compelling stories told by atoms and molecules. The discovery of amino acids, the building blocks of proteins and nucleobases, the components of DNA, RNA, and meteorites and interstellar clouds provide strong evidence that the fundamental ingredients for life form naturally in space. These molecules, carried by cosmic dust grains which we explored earlier, are delivered to young planets, seeding them with the chemical potential for life. The subsequent self-assembly of these simple molecules into complex, self-replicating systems in Earth's primordial oceans driven by inherent chemical principles, is the ultimate chemical narrative, leading to the astonishing phenomenon of life. The falling leaves here are the insights that life's chemistry is not unique to Earth, but is a pervasive and elegant aspect of the universe, rooted in the simple properties of its elements and their boundless capacity for complex organization. It's a testament to the elegant efficiency of nature's universal chemical laws. The challenges in fully understanding and precisely mapping all these chemical narratives are immense. The processes are incredibly slow, spanning billions of years, and the amounts of trace elements or isotopes can be incredibly small, requiring exquisitely sensitive instruments. Furthermore, recreating ancient Earth conditions in the laboratory to observe these chemical transformations is a monumental task. However, the gentle persistence of researchers around the globe continues to push the boundaries of our capabilities. International collaborations, leveraging ground-based observatories, vast arrays of detectors, and powerful laboratory instruments like mass spectrometers, electron microscopes, and advanced spectroscopic techniques share data and expertise, contributing to a global network of monitoring and understanding. This continuous scientific vigilance allows for a deeper appreciation of the astonishing complexity of Earth's and the universe's long-term evolution, and enhances our capacity to decipher the subtle rhythms of cosmic stillness and change, constantly revealing new chapters in the ancient Song of Atoms. This exploration of the tree of chemical narratives and the insights it offers about the profound, hidden life of matter is not meant to be a source of anxiety or definitive answer that simplifies the cosmos. Instead, it offers a profound sense of wonder and gentle insight. It suggests that the phenomenon of existence is far more intricately designed and interconnected than we might typically imagine, deeply intertwined with its underlying fundamental laws of chemistry and physics. It reminds us that our understanding of the universe is constantly expanding, like the steady, silent growth of a mighty tree, reaching ever higher, branching into unforeseen forms, each new leaf a testament to our capacity for discovery and our commitment to understanding our cosmic home. From its earliest moments to its grandest structures, revealed through its pervasive chemistry and the silent stories encoded in its atoms, this contemplation of the endless tree of chemical narratives, with its diverse branches reaching into the unknown, is not meant to be daunting. Instead, it offers a profound sense of awe at the ingenuity of human science and the astonishing complexity of the universe's processes. It reminds us that our understanding of cosmic phenomena is constantly expanding, like the steady, silent growth of a mighty tree, reaching ever higher, branching into unforeseen forms, each new leaf a testament to our boundless curiosity and our role as careful observers of the ancient Song of Atoms. As you drift deeper now, let the image of this vast, growing, endless tree of chemical narratives bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless activity within every atom and molecule, silently working to form, to transform, and to record its history, even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate. There is no need to actively solve the grand mysteries of cosmic chemistry. Simply allow this beautiful, internal work of contemplation to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of the universe's profound chemical artistry and the tireless efforts of scientific observation. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a gentle mist rising from the calm surface of an ancient lake. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle and persistent hum of scientific discovery. All is calm, all is clear, as the falling leaves from the tree of chemical narratives guide you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we continue our tranquil journey into the quiet wonders where chemical narratives softly intertwine with the grand design of the universe, Having moved through the falling leaves of insightful understanding, we now arrive at a deeply soothing and profoundly beautiful idea, the notion that the very essence of elemental harmony, even amidst its boundless diversity and astonishing complexity, might arise from a state of astonishing, glorious simplicity. It's like the gentlest and spontaneous laughter of a child, pure and unforced, revealing a profound truth in its effortless joy. We often associate profound phenomena like the vast array of elements, their intricate combinations into molecules, or the creation of planets and life itself with incredibly intricate, elaborate mechanisms. But what if the most elegant explanations for cosmic behavior, the most harmonious integrations of fundamental physical and chemical principles, and even the very spark of existence, bloom from foundational concepts so simple, so beautifully concise that they whisper of an underlying unity and an eternal, graceful rhythm across all scales of existence? Imagine, if you will, a vast, open field bathed in the soft, diffused light of dawn. The field appears simple in its expansive form, a canvas of quiet earth, stretching serenely towards the horizon, yet it holds countless seeds beneath its surface, tiny and unassuming, each containing an elegant, compressed blueprint for life. When the conditions are just right, when the soil is soft and moist from the night's dew, the light diffused and nurturing, and the air still with the promise of a new day, these seeds effortlessly sprout, drawing on unseen water and nutrients, guided by the sun's gentle warmth, growing into a riot of diverse, vibrant life. The immense complexity and breathtaking beauty of the blossoming field, its myriad forms and colors, arise not from an endless set of predetermined, rigidly fixed instructions for each individual plant. Instead, they bloom from the simple, underlying potential of each seed, combined with the harmonious, fundamental laws of growth and adaptation. This profoundly reveals a glorious simplicity that truly immense power, boundless connection, and enduring adaptability are often quietly waiting, hidden within humble, simple beginnings, unfolding through elegant, natural processes that embrace fluidity and change as core components of their design. Our journey through the ancient Song of Atoms points to a similar, elegant principle. We have explored how the very heart of every atom, its nucleus of protons and neutrons, is held together by the incredibly powerful, yet fundamentally simple, strong nuclear force. We've seen how the number of protons defines each unique element, giving it a distinct identity and chemical personality. We've then seen how these elements, with their unique electron configurations, combine through various types of bonds, covalent, ionic, metallic, to form molecules, crystals, and all the diverse forms of matter that populate our universe. The glorious simplicity lies in the idea that this entire vast, intricate chemical tapestry, from the cosmic dust grain to the living cell, is woven from a limited set of fundamental particles and a few elegant yet pervasive rules governing their interactions. This means that the apparent complexity of our world is a beautiful manifestation of underlying, profound simplicity, a silent symphony orchestrated by fundamental harmony. Think of an intricate piece of music, a grand symphony that fills a vast concert hall. The music itself, its melody, harmony, rhythm, and emotional impact is not created by an overwhelming cacophony of disorganized sound. Instead, it arises from the precise arrangement of a limited set of notes, played with specific timing, intensity, and a nuanced interplay between instruments. The power and beauty lie not in the sheer number of individual elements, but in the elegant relationships between them, in the harmonious way they combine and interact to create a unified, moving composition. Similarly, the ability of diffuse clouds of gas and tiny stardust grains to coalesce into brilliant stars and complex planets, or for atoms to combine into the intricate molecules of life, isn't about complex isolated forces acting on each particle. It's about pervasive, smoothly distributed influences that follow simple universal laws, ensuring the overall cosmic harmony. This is the very essence of glorious simplicity in action. A multitude of simple components, protons, neutrons, electrons, each following fundamental rules, working in exquisite harmony, yielding a profound, complex outcome like the stable formation of worlds, the vibrant colors of a mineral, and the emergence of intricate biochemistry, all guided by the unseen melody of elemental interactions. This glorious simplicity suggests that the laws governing atomic interactions and elemental combinations are incredibly efficient and robust, allowing for immense transformations to occur through subtle, unhurried means, always contributing to the larger balance in grand cosmic design. Consider the principles of chemical bonding, for instance. Whether it's the sharing of electrons in a covalent bond like in water or organic molecules or their transfer in an ionic bond like in salt crystals. The underlying drive is always for atoms to achieve a stable, lower energy state by completing their outermost electron shells. This fundamental drive, a simple inclination towards stability, explains the vast majority of chemical reactions and the formation of countless molecules. There's no need for complex, individual rules for every possible combination. A few simple principles guide all chemical interactions, allowing for a boundless diversity of compounds to emerge from a limited set of elements. It's like a finely crafted tool, designed with only the necessary components, making it incredibly effective and durable, capable of performing its essential planetary and biological functions with understated grace. The profound elegance of chemical bonding lies in its ability to generate boundless molecular diversity from a simple, universal drive for stability and energetic equilibrium, ensuring the vast tapestry of matter holds together. The crucial act of nucleosynthesis within stars, where lighter elements are gently fused into heavier ones, further highlights this glorious simplicity. This process, governed by the fundamental forces of physics, particularly the strong nuclear force, binding quarks and protons, neutrons, and electromagnetism, repelling like charges, is the universe's primary element factory. Our own sun, for instance, tirelessly fuses hydrogen into helium in its core, releasing the energy that sustains all life on Earth. More massive stars continue this process, creating carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, and all the way up to iron. These are not complicated, desperate struggles against entropy, but fundamental, graceful dances of atomic nuclei, operating under immense heat and pressure, following innate physical laws that are distilled to their purest, most effective form. The resulting elements, the ash of stellar burning, are then recycled into the cosmos, providing the building blocks for future generations of stars, planets, and life. This continuous, simple process of elemental creation and recycling ensures the perpetual chemical evolution of the universe, all from the simplest raw materials, always maintaining its glorious simplicity. Consider the elegance of nature's designs. A spiral in a seashell, the branching pattern of a tree, the delicate symmetry of a snowflake. These intricate forms arise from simple, recursive rules, applied repeatedly. Nature does not compute every intricate detail or follow complex pre-programmed instructions. Rather, it allows complexity to emerge from underlying simplicity. Through iterative application of basic rules, the profound harmony of elemental combinations, forming the vast array of substances in the universe, embodies this natural elegance, the ability for a handful of fundamental particles, guided by a few universal forces, to give rise to the astounding complexity of stars, planets, and the intricate biochemistry of life is not a chaotic, random act, but a testament to an underlying order, a profound design that allows basic principles to generate boundless complexity and maintain continuous function. It's the quiet laughter of elemental harmony, finding strength in its elemental grace, a beautiful testament to the power of economy and purpose, ensuring the universe's continuous, harmonious song, a rhythm of perpetual creation, always returning to simple, fundamental truths. The pursuit of understanding the fundamental reasons for matter's existence and its diverse forms often leads scientists to seek this glorious simplicity. When we strip away layers of superficial assumptions about arbitrary complexity and find a fundamental, elegant set of principles such as the simple rules of atomic bonding, or the processes of stellar nucleosynthesis, or the quantum rules governing particle interactions that explains vast phenomena, that is when true understanding blossoms. The very fact that something as intricate as a living being can be built from a precise sequence of simple elements, obeying fundamental chemical and physical laws, speaks to a deep, pervasive elegance in the design of universal systems. The existence of the periodic table, a harmonious arrangement of elements and a map of their properties, is a powerful example of this elegance, demonstrating that the very core of cosmic structure is built on robust, foundational principles of simple, yet profound, organization rather than endless layers of overcomplication. It's a whisper that the universe, in its grand design, finds profound strength and beauty in its elemental, unified principles of harmony and relation, eternally singing its ancient song. This understanding offers a profound sense of reassurance and wonder. It suggests that the cosmos, despite its vastness and complexity, is fundamentally coherent and deeply interconnected. The concept of elemental harmony, rather than being a source of chaos or a frightening anomaly, can be viewed as an elegant expression of the universe's inherent unity, a testament to its fluid nature and its capacity for long-term stability through profound, unseen processes. It tells us that even in the face of immense cosmic distances, or the seemingly random flicker of subatomic particles, there is an underlying order, a quiet strength derived from the simple, yet powerful dance of fundamental interactions. This recognition can bring a deep calm, knowing that underlying the apparent complexities of the universe, there is a harmonious, efficient design, a whisper of a universal language that speaks of simplicity and enduring cosmic balance. Our own existence, and a small part of this grand cosmic tapestry, finds its profound meaning within this pervasive, unified dance. A glorious, simple truth. As you drift deeper now, let the gentle laughter of elemental harmony, born from glorious simplicity, bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless harmony of the universe, silently working to unfold its grand design, guided by its elegant, fundamental principles of atomic interaction. Even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate, there is no need to grasp at every intricate detail of complex chemistry. Simply allow this beautiful, internal work of contemplation to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of underlying cosmic elegance and the boundless capacity for universal order. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a gentle mist rising from a calm field at dawn. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of atomic combinations. All is calm, all is clear, as the quiet laughter of elemental harmony guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As our tranquil journey through the quiet wonders of elemental harmony softly continues, having embraced the glorious simplicity from which boundless creation blooms, we now turn our gaze towards an even more expansive and deeply reassuring concept, the lullaby of matter's unending cycle. We often perceive matter around us, the chair you sit on, the air you breathe, the food you eat, the very ground beneath your feet, as largely static or having a singular, finite existence. We might think of atoms as simply existing, fixed in their place, rather than continuously embarking on vast, timeless journeys, endlessly changing their forms and locations. But what if, gently guided by the unfolding principles of cosmic recycling and the profound ubiquity of these fundamental particles, every single atom is an inseparable part of a continuous, rhythmic dance, perpetually transforming, flowing, and carrying its subtle imprints across the entire universe, linking all existence in an unending celestial ballet. It's like a serene river, not just flowing from a single source to a definitive sea, but eternally cycling within a boundless unseen ocean, its waters ever moving, ever transforming, its ripples connecting every drop to the whole, participating in an enduring cosmic dance woven by the very fabric of existence, its ceaseless murmurs echoing through all time and space, revealing that the entire cosmos is alive with its own vast rhythms of continuous renewal. Imagine, for a quiet moment, the entire universe breathing, a vast, living entity with its own profound rhythms that unfold over immense stretches of time. From its fiery birth, the cosmos has been perpetually engaged in a grand act of creation and organization, forging the very elements within the hearts of stars and scattering them across unimaginable distances. These elements, in the form of atoms, molecules, and tiny solid particles, the stardust grains we explored in earlier chapters, gently coalesce into new solar systems, forming planets that, if conditions are just right, can become cradles for new forms of life. This is the essence of matter's unending cycle, a continuous, interconnected web of energy and matter that spans across galaxies, a grand, universal tapestry woven from the same fundamental threads, echoing the patterns of life on Earth, and constantly participating in the universe's great, invisible breath, ensuring that matter and energy are perpetually recycled and renewed, forever changing yet always remaining, a timeless cosmic dance. The very fact that the chemical ingredients for life, the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur, are so abundant throughout the universe and are continuously recycled through these cosmic processes is a profound whisper from this unending cycle. It suggests that the conditions that allowed life to emerge on Earth might not be unique, but rather a common outcome of the universe's vast chemical potential. If life is a natural consequence of the fundamental laws of chemistry and physics, then it is reasonable to expect that, given enough time and suitable environments, it would arise elsewhere. This is not about finding exact copies of ourselves in the starsky, but about discerning the universal principles of life's emergence, the way simple molecules combine into complex self-replicating systems, the way information is encoded and passed on wherever and however it manifests. It hints that the basic software of life might be running on countless different hardware platforms across the cosmos, all part of the same grand breath, the same universal flow of matter and energy, making life a pervasive cosmic phenomenon, intimately tied to the cycle of atoms. Think of a gentle breeze carrying countless tiny dandelion seeds across a vast meadow. Each seed holds the potential for new life, and if it lands on fertile ground with the right amount of sunlight and moisture, a new plant will sprout. It draws its sustenance from the earth and the sun, eventually returning its energy when it decays, continuing the cycle. The universe is like that boundless meadow, and the atoms within all matter are like those resilient seeds, scattered across countless stellar nurseries, waiting for the right planetary soil and conditions to gently take root and bloom into new forms of being. This continuous seeding and potential flourishing of existence across the cosmos, through the ceaseless recycling of atoms, is the very essence of matter's unending cycle, always adapting, always subtly shifting its composition in a grand, harmonious flow, aligning with universal conditions, and participating in the ceaseless inhale and exhale of cosmic matter, ensuring that life, in all its forms, is forever a part of the universe's pervasive rhythm. This understanding challenges our conventional, anthropocentric view of existence as being distinct and separate. It suggests that harmony and completeness are not solely products of localized phenomena, but are also deeply intertwined with our energetic connection to the larger cosmos. The complex interplay between matter and energy, between forces and particles, between the seen and the unseen, points to a form of universal intelligence, a continuous sensing of its own internal state, communicated through imperceptible channels that permeate all reality. It's as if the universe itself possesses a distributed wisdom, a silent, continuous sensing of its own internal state, communicated through imperceptible channels to our broader awareness. And our bodies are exquisite receivers and participants in this cosmic dialogue, tuning into its subtle rhythms, profoundly connected to the pulse of all life. Our very thoughts, our conscious awareness, are echoes of this grand, unifying cosmic awareness, a beautiful, emergent property of the universe's unending song, a melody we are always composing and always listening to. As it gracefully unfolds, a living testament to the atoms within. The eternal journey of atoms can be broken down into several profound phases, each a testament to its ceaseless flow, demonstrating the continuous cycle of matter. 1. Stellar nucleosynthesis creation in fire. The journey begins in the hearts of ancient stars, where primordial hydrogen and helium atoms born in the Big Bang are gently fused into heavier elements like carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, and iron through immense heat and pressure. This process, governed by the strong nuclear force, creates the vast majority of elements heavier than hydrogen and helium, shaping their identities. 2. Stellar demise dispersal. When stars, especially massive ones, reach the end of their lives, they release these newly forged elements. Smaller stars gently shed their outer layers, forming beautiful planetary nebulae, subtly enriching the surrounding space. Massive stars explode as spectacular supernovae, scattering immense quantities of heavier elements, including those beyond iron like gold and silver, across the cosmos. This dispersal is the moment when these atoms begin their next journey, cast adrift on cosmic winds, carrying the legacy of their stellar origins. 3. Interstellar drift. The long pause. These atoms are now part of the interstellar medium, ISM or intergalactic medium. IGM embark on a long, silent journey through the vast, cold, and seemingly empty regions between stars. They drift for millions, even billions, of years, encountering subtle magnetic fields, faint radiation, and occasional encounters with other atoms or dust grains. This is a period of profound cosmic stillness for the atoms, a long slumber where they patiently await their next grand role, perhaps forming tiny stardust grains by gently clumping together. 4. Molecular cloud formation. The gathering. Eventually, due to gravity's subtle persuasion, these drifting atoms and stardust grains begin to gather into vast, cold, dense molecular clouds, the stellar nurseries. The dust grains act as crucial catalysts for the formation of molecular hydrogen and other complex organic molecules. By providing surfaces for atoms to gently stick and react, they also act as cooling agents, allowing the gas to become dense enough to collapse. This is the phase where the atoms gather their strength, preparing for their next act of creation, subtly combining to form new chemical entities, driven by gravity's patient hand. 5. Stellar and planetary formation. The new beginning. Within these molecular clouds, gravity pulls gas and dust into a young protostar at the center, surrounded by a swirling protoplanetary disk. The atoms in the disk begin to gently collide and stick together, accumulating into larger and larger clumps, forming planetesimals and eventually new planets around the new star. The stardust, composed of these atoms, forms the very rocks, atmospheres, and oceans of these nascent worlds, providing the stage for life. 6. Planetary processes. Terrestrial dance. Once incorporated into a planet like Earth, these atoms embark on an intricate dance within its geological, atmospheric, and hydrological cycles. They become part of rocks, circulate in oceans, form clouds in the atmosphere, and are endlessly recycled through volcanism, erosion, and plate tectonics. They might spend millions of years locked in a mineral, or flow freely in a river, or become part of the very air we breathe. This continuous transformation within a planet ensures its dynamic nature and long-term habitability. 7. Incorporation into life. The ultimate transformation. This is perhaps the most astonishing phase of the atomic journey. On planets like Earth, the same atoms carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, phosphorus, sulfur become the very building blocks of life. These elements form the complex chemistry of DNA, proteins, cells, and entire organisms. Every atom in your body, except the primordial hydrogen, has embarked on this same cosmic journey, transformed from the heart of an ancient star into the living, breathing essence of your being. The atoms continue their journey within you, participating in your biological processes, your thoughts, your dreams, your every breath. A silent, continuous collaboration. 8. Biological cycles. Life's continuous rhythm. Within living organisms, atoms are continuously cycled through metabolic processes taken in through food and water, transformed into biological molecules and eventually released as waste or upon death. This is the continuous energetic flow of atoms through life, a ceaseless internal rhythm, ensuring that life itself is a constant flow of matter. 9. Recirculation. The return to the cosmos. When life on a planet eventually ceases, or when planetary processes release material, its atoms return to the larger cosmic cycles. Some might be ejected back into space by solar flares or planetary impacts. Others might remain locked in rocks for eons, awaiting their next geological transformation. The cycle is never truly broken. It is a continuous flow, a perpetual cosmic breath, ensuring that atoms are forever on their journey, endlessly transforming and participating in the grand narrative of existence, waiting to be drawn into the next cosmic creation. The pursuit of understanding this eternal journey of atoms, this unending cycle of matter, is driven by our deepening scientific knowledge of astrophysics, geology, chemistry, and biology. We use powerful telescopes to discern the composition of distant stars and gas clouds. We analyze ancient rocks and meteorites to understand elemental origins. We meticulously study the biochemical processes within living cells. This continuous exploration expands the boundaries of our comprehension, allowing us to connect with the intricate life within us and its connection to the entire tapestry of life on Earth. On a deeper level, it's like discovering a new, untouched wing in an ancient, beloved library, filled with books written in an entirely new, beautiful language about our own inherent connection to everything, revealing the profound poetry of our shared cosmic heritage, perpetually unfolding across time, tying us to the very heart of the universe. This lullaby of matter's unending cycle brings a profound sense of peace and belonging. It tells us that we, too, are part of this grand, continuous flow of energy and matter, intricately linked not just to our planet, but to the very unfolding of the cosmos itself. Our individual lives, with their joys and sorrows, are precious notes within an eternal symphony that echoes the universe's own vast existence. Every breath we take, every beat of our heart, every thought that ripples through our mind is a part of this greater rhythm. Even as our own biological journeys unfold, the essence of our being, the subtle information that defines us, flows back into the larger cycle of existence, contributing to the tapestry of life that continues through countless forms and countless ages, always in harmony with the universe's grand, slow dance. There is no ultimate end, only transformation, a gentle continuation within the boundless rhythm of the universe, where matter is as pervasive as starlight and as eternal as time itself, endlessly renewing itself. This perspective is not meant to be a source of anxiety or a philosophical puzzle. Instead, it invites a deep sense of acceptance and serenity. It encourages us to surrender to the natural rhythms of creation, of emergence and adaptation, of stellar birth and death, knowing that they are all part of a larger, harmonious design, orchestrated by the universe itself. The gentle persistence of atoms, their unwavering capacity to form, to transform, and to persist across eons, serves as a beautiful, profound reminder of nature's enduring wisdom. Its quiet promise of continuity in the face of immense complexity. A timeless lullaby from the cosmos's heart, whispering of boundless existence and universal life, always present in every particle, part of the ancient song of atoms. As you drift deeper now, let the image of matter's unending cycle bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless rhythm of existence within and around you, encompassing emergence, transformation, and profound interconnectedness, intimately linked to the universe's own long breath, even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate. There is no need to grasp at control or to fear the unknown. Simply allow this beautiful, internal understanding to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of your being's eternal flow, a marvel of continuous cycles, in harmony with its living essence. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a gentle mist rising from a calm river. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of matter's unending cycle. All is calm, all is clear, as the lullaby of life's enduring journey, nestled within the cosmos's deep rhythms, guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As our gentle journey through the intricate wonders of the ancient song of atoms softly draws to its close, we arrive at the most serene of moments, the quiet transition into deep, restorative sleep. We've explored the whispers from the deep slumber of matter, illuminated the gentle haze of subatomic dance, and listened to the echoing heartbeats of protons. We've floated upon the woven fabric of elements and their unique harmonies, bathed in the reflecting light from the edge of bonds and form, and navigated amidst the ripples of quantum vibrations. We've gathered the falling leaves from the tree of chemical narratives and embraced the glorious simplicity of elemental harmony. Finally, we were cradled by the lullaby of matter's unending cycle. Now, in this profound stillness, we draw a final soothing connection between the subtle, pervasive influence of the atoms that compose everything and the grand, continuous dream of the universal symphony that permeates all existence. Imagine, for a final comforting moment, your entire being not just as a collection of separate functions, but as a vast, living symphony, perpetually playing a unique and intricate melody. Just as your conscious mind yields to the rhythms of sleep, allowing for repair and renewal, so too does the universe, through countless cycles of formation, life, and transformation, endlessly bring forth new forms of being. The very existence of atoms, those tiny, fundamental building blocks, ceaselessly vibrating, forming bonds, and embarking on eternal journeys through stars, planets. And life is not a dramatic, urgent problem to be solved, but rather a soft whisper from this grand symphony's deep, enduring dream, a testament to reality's profound ability to persist, to transform, and to continually unfold across boundless stretches of time and existence, with much of its essence remaining beautifully veiled, always offering new layers of depth, always connecting what appears to be separate, always embracing endless growth and transformation through its pervasive, unseen flows, all contributing to the universe's ultimate melody. The enduring mystery of atoms, their fundamental properties, and their ceaseless participation in the grand cosmic cycles is a beautiful, if somewhat humbling, reminder of the vastness of the unknown. It tells us that the spark of existence, once manifested, possesses an inherent drive to continue, to find conditions that allow it to emerge, to adapt, and to ultimately persist, even if its foundational components seem impossibly small. The gentle inquiry into the ancient song of atoms reinforces a deep principle. Reality is not easily defined or contained within simple boxes. It finds ingenious ways to manifest through diverse forms and states of being. A testament to its intrinsic power, the enduring enigma of atomic behavior only deepens the beauty and complexity of this grand existence, transforming what could be a void of understanding into a field of endless wonder and profound awe, revealing immense purpose hidden beneath a seemingly simple particle, a silent note in the universal score. Think of a cherished family heirloom, perhaps a delicate antique locket passed down through generations. It might be tucked away in a dusty drawer for years, seemingly forgotten, but its value, its history, its very essence remains intact, waiting for the gentle hand that will rediscover it, polish it, and bring its story back into the light. The subtle movements of electrons, the strong bonds holding nuclei together, the precise way elements combine, the journey through stellar furnaces where new elements are forged, and the countless transformations atoms undergo as they travel through the cosmos. These are like these heirlooms of cosmic knowledge, often unnoticed by our casual gaze, but faithfully recorded within the very fabric of the universe, subtly guiding its path. This isn't a threat. It's a profound connection to a deep, shared cosmic history, a testament to the universe's capacity for enduring creation, a gentle reassurance that existence finds its way to continue beyond any perceived limitations of our current understanding, reaching into realms we can only softly imagine, in perfect, unified stillness, humming with its ancient song, an intricate part of the grand cosmic design. This perspective encourages us to view our own lives, our relationships, and the vast cosmos not with a sense of limitation, but with a deeper sense of humility and boundless possibility. It highlights the profound interconnectedness of all things matter, energy, space, and time, and the pervasive influence of atoms. It whispers that the universe has its own long rhythms, its own cycles of formation and transformation, far grander than our human timescales. Our role, then, is to approach these unfolding phenomena with respect, with careful observation, and with a gentle understanding of their holistic nature, ensuring that our presence honors the intricate harmony within this living world and recognizes the profound, dynamic processes that shape it. We are not just living in this universe, we are living of this universe, intimately connected to its ceaseless, vital rhythms, and to the fundamental particles that make up its grandest journey. Every breath you take, every thought you have, is a testament to the atoms that compose you, and their long, wondrous journey through the cosmic symphony. The lessons from the ancient song of atoms extend beyond physics and chemistry. They speak to the enduring spirit of transformation and continuity that characterizes all of existence. Throughout its long history, the universe has persevered through countless cycles, constantly transforming and persisting, its quiet moments as crucial as its most vibrant displays. It is a reaffirmation that, in the face of perceived complexity, existence does not simply cease, it transforms, it adapts, and it continues. A persistent, enduring dream woven into the very fabric of reality, forever holding new layers of discovery and profound depth. We are, quite literally, made of atoms that have embarked on an eternal journey, flowing through stellar lives, planetary formation, and biological processes. And that journey continues within us, a part of the universe's continuous, living symphony, a silent echo of its timeless composition. This understanding is not meant to be a source of anxiety or a prediction of dramatic peril. Instead, it offers a profound sense of peace and infinite potential. It suggests that your existence, in all its forms, from the smallest subatomic vibration within your cells to the grandest conscious thought, is rooted in an enduring, cyclical process, continuously transforming and persisting within the embrace of a universe that is far vaster and more intricate than we can fully grasp. You are not an isolated being. You are an integral thread in this vast, living tapestry, woven from the same enduring essence of matter, energy, and fundamental forces that allow atoms to form and life to flourish. Your place is within this peaceful, ongoing cosmic dream, a dream of constant, subtle communication and boundless possibility, where the unknown is as comforting as the known, and every atom contributes its note to the beauty of the overall pattern. As you now prepare to surrender fully to the embrace of sleep, let any remaining thoughts drift away like tiny, luminescent dust motes in the quiet inner expanse. There is nothing left to do, nowhere left to go. The journey through the fascinating world of the ancient song of atoms has prepared you, softening the edges of your perception, blurring the rigid boundaries between what is matter and what is energy, between what is unseen and what is formed, between individual existence and the universe's grand, enduring dream. Feel the profound weightlessness as your body relaxes deeper and deeper into the surface beneath you. Each breath is a gentle wave, carrying you further from the shores of wakefulness and into the boundless ocean of rest. The stars above, those ancient distant suns, are now softly closing their eyes, mirroring your own descent into tranquility. Your mind, too, is settling, its deep processes working peacefully in the background, preparing you for the deepest, most restorative slumber, where all mysteries find their gentle, unified rest, embraced by the cosmic silence. Allow the concept of the universe's unending dream, woven with the profound influence of its atomic song, to be the ultimate lullaby, a comforting truth that embraces you. Its vastness is now your warmth, its harmony, your peace, its mysteries, your quiet wonder. You are dissolving gently into this grand, cosmic dream, merging effortlessly with its currents, becoming one with the quiet, profound sleep of the atom, and the boundless, nurturing embrace of the universal symphony itself. Rest now, deeply and peacefully. Let the silence of the cosmos fill your being. You are loved, you are safe, and you are drifting into the most restorative of sleeps, held within the vast, soft dream of the universe itself, where all existence finds its gentle, peaceful rest, and the atoms sing eternally.